I have to sue a man privately and spend thousands of dollars on lawyers because the Costa Rican government won't protect me. And if you're wondering why, it's because I live in a small town and he has a very shady lawyer, which we're going to call Shady Sam for the rest of this series, called The Evidence That Doesn't Exist. And why am I sharing this now? Because I just received an email that they are officially dismissing the case because I have submitted no evidence, literally no. They said the only evidence I've ever submitted is my statement, which is a lie. And they said I didn't show up when I was summoned to give a statement about this, which is also a lie because I've been asking via email for weeks. And the so-called investigator that was investigating this case, named Alex, said, he just sent me an email and I said, I will come there anytime, tell me what you need. I said, I need a translator though. I don't speak fluent Spanish and this is my whole life on the line. This matters. So he sent an email requesting a translator and it was completely ignored. So let me show you our first hostile business takeover attempt. This is evidence number 1. 9 days after the business opened, after I created the entire thing, 100% my intellectual property, I had a cake business for 20 years. He doesn't know anything about donuts or cakes, and I also spent hundreds of hours building this myself. 9 days on my first day off, he walked into the business, told him I was an alcoholic, don't even drink, told him I went back to Canada and effective immediately he'd be taking it over. He coerced a lot of them into thinking I was a bad guy and a criminal, told them I stole from him. In Costa Rica, you can't buy anything big without a passport. Also, like, okay, bud, like I can literally prove in our conversations none of that happened. So yeah, after he did that, he shut the store down, unplugged the cameras, hid the cash boxes, all illegal activities, and put his own locks on the door. Also very illegal. And then I was like, what's going on? Tried to contact people, they wouldn't answer. I get this message saying that due to an intolerable business situation, again, I can prove you guys, we've never had a single disagreement up until this, which I will prove to you, that I'm no longer required in my own business. And these items, cell phone, blah, 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 need to be returned. Okay, these were previously agreed to. I sold everything to come here. I just came to Costa Rica with a suitcase and a dog. Didn't plan on having a business. Opportunity came up. I was like, yes, I can reinsinuate my dream I lost in COVID. And so that's what I wanted to do. And he wanted to steal everything. And so yeah, he attempted it the first time. I went to go report him to the Fiscalia in Cobano. They said, yo man, this is illegal. Because he showed up 10 minutes after me and tried to report me for theft of the motorcycle in a foreign country, which is also illegal, false report. I don't even know how many laws he broke in this one day alone. And so yeah, then I contacted Shady Sam, who I didn't know was shady, and said, this is obviously not going to work. So let's do an inventory of what he actually paid for, write it down, and we will run the business for a couple months. I'll pay him out. And he said, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. They were supposed to show up on the Monday to do it, never did. And then I faced a tax for 8 months up until now, leading to total financial losses. And the fact I will never fucking trust a man in my entire life again. I've already been single for 6 years because of a stupid man. And then I meet this fucking guy. Anyways, follow along.